You could shout them all day in English and they wouldn't come. They might not come in Gaelic either, but they usually do. Totu. My name is John McClellan. We've got 50 odd breeding cows. We've got the campsite here. We've got 40 odd pitches, busy during the summer. And a new addition now is going to be our farm shop.
What is the general opinion about the peatland restoration that Scottish Water's doing on the island?
The crofters that are involved with it, we think it's a fantastic thing. Where all the old peat bogs are sloped, it'll bring new vegetation up. Instead of having a face of peat, there'll be vegetation growing there. So the moor that was dormant for years, very difficult to go across with a quad, it's just going to make it a lot easier to work with. I think it's a fantastic scheme altogether.
We're in the Uist. We have the site here at the Bay Head in North Uist, and we've also completed a site in South Uist at Stony Bridge. So on this site at Bay Head, we agreed with the local landowner here and the crofters to do a trial area. That is now completed. The contractor is a local contractor, Macaulay Ackernish, and they did the perimeter of the reservoir, and that extended as far out as 75 metres around the reservoir. This site had vast areas of exposed peat and peat hags, and the contractors have been reprofiling the peat. So we take the turf off the top and we angle the peat soil, and then we use the turf again to cover up the area to make it into a more natural state.
The North Uist project we have here is one of several projects we have across the country, including the Western Isles and further into the mainland, which will make up around 600 hectares of total restoration that we will try and achieve. So a functioning peatland, once you bring it back to near natural state, will then start to reverse its carbon loss and start capturing carbon after a few years of post-restoration. Once you bring peatland back into a functioning state, not only will it start to capture carbon, it will increase biodiversity and bring a host of other co-benefits along with it.
So we tried a new thing in the Stony Bridge catchment. We used coir logs, and these are positioned in certain areas to slow the water up from being flushed after a heavy rainfall. So these actually saturate and hold the water where it is for a longer period of time. So the coir logs in their own way filter the organic matter and prevent it from being flushed into the reservoir on heavy rainfall events. Peatland is a massive store of carbon, and if we reinstate the land, we are capturing the carbon and keeping it underground.
Understanding peatland restoration is critical to what we do here. Most people maybe are not aware that peatland is in such poor condition in Scotland, and if we achieve more projects like this and we show them year on year the benefits that it brings, then more people might be more engaged and undertake more peatland restoration.